Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Daily Dose of Good News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. On this Friday, I have a very special guest you guys will be seeing in this episode. As you guys know, we've been counting down to the 48 individuals to help me break the Guinness World Record of most TV interviews in 12 hours. One of those people that came out that day on Wednesday, October the 29th, was my longtime friend, Amanda Lee. Amanda is not only an author, but also a publisher. I was so glad to have her join us on that day. And on Monday, you'll see my interview with author Melissa Cobb as well. But today, listen to Amanda talk about not only her writing journey, but what it's been like for her to touch the lives of readers. Enjoy this episode of Daily Dose of Good News. So it's been great watching you carve out your space in the literary world, Amanda. How does it feel to see how your hard work is paying off with authors and with readers?
It's honestly amazing seeing the impact of my work. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You have a unique perspective of author and publisher. And a lot of times, there are people, of course, who write books. You are not only writing them, but you also are publishing them as well. What led you to get into publishing in the first place?
I had started, well, first of all, it was like a couple of years before, me being an author. And I wanted to experience the business side of publishing. So I Googled it.
Of course, that's what we do.
Google was my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so I created Vicious Ink Publications. That's my publishing house. And I dedicated that with the thriller and horror genre. As a matter of fact, I have a book coming out Friday, Mutilated, Mississippi's Most Hated Cannibal. Coming out Friday.
So let's talk about that, because I think for a lot of people it's building the relationships has been the big part. We've
Right.
talked about that with everybody, but what has it been like for you to build a place where authors can share their stories with the world? Because a lot of times what I hear a lot in my role as, of course, doing media, but also as a publicist, is that they don't know how to connect with people. What has it been like for you to help authors to connect their stories so that they can be published and be read?
Well, it's been inspiring. It's been humbling. Every story comes from a place where I'm trying to put it. I'm nervous too.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're fine.
Every story comes from a place where someone's truth, imagination, or hope. So
I think that's so true. I'm going to talk to Melissa about that as well. Melissa Cobb, who's one of the authors that you not only, of course, have been able to work with, but also has been able to share their work as well. The publishing world has changed a lot in the past 5 years. I know in my role, I've seen that as well. What has helped you with those changes? How is it you've been managed to still be here when so much has happened in that time?
Well, changes in publishing has been overwhelming, but it's exciting. With the growth of audiobooks, I'm getting into that.
Okay.
Of course, there's the digital, the self-publishing. Most of us authors getting into self-publishing.
Right.
And the email newsletters, I'm also getting into that.
Okay.
I had a couple of people to reach out to me about that, so I'm getting into that.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to be able to see the changes, which leads to the fifth question I have for you. And it's interesting too, Amanda, in watching you. Your stories read sometimes like something that people would see on television or a movie. Is that how they appear to you? When you're having the ideas, are they that visual for you?
Yes. Sometimes a good majority of the time when I write my stories, it it plays over and over in my head as I'm typing. It just flows. I don't have an outline or anything like that. I just write. I take little breaks at a time, but over a couple of days, I have a book ready.
Wow, that's amazing. So your bonus question for you then, Amanda. Again, so glad that you could be with us. What advice do you give to authors when it comes to using social media? We hadn't talked about that, but the authors we've had today as far as advice. But what advice do you normally give them? It's not always easy for everybody, but what advice do you normally have?
First and foremost, be professional. That's the first thing. Mm-hmm. And readers, they want to know the person behind the book, not just a sales pitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, everyone, Amanda Lee has been our guest. Let's give Amanda a hand, everybody. Amanda, thank you for me. You did a great job. Really great points there from Amanda, and I was so glad that she did it, even though she said she was a little nervous. I love the fact that she talked about, though, people want to know the authors when it comes to social media. I think a lot of times in any profession, right, we can get so into what we're doing, we forget that personal aspect. I love the fact that she mentioned that. But also I love the fact that she talked about being willing to learn. None of us know it all in any industry. Amanda's been willing to learn, and that's what's been able to help her, and it can help all of us. We thank you all so much for being with us for today's episode of Daily Dose of Good News and for this week as well. As I've mentioned before, if you've missed any of our past conversations on Daily Dose of Good News, you can see the website down below, dailydoseofgoodnews.com. That's dailydoseofgoodnews.com. Until Monday, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.